Hackers can now take control of AI agents without anyone realizing it.
What are near-term abuses of AI, Sarah?
Yeah, so if you can do code generation, you can do malicious code generation. And just like other nation states and hackers are going to use every other tool out there, if they write code, they're going to write code with AI tooling. Doing that at scale is dangerous.
No malware, no breached passwords, no red flags. These AI-powered assistants are built to automate tasks and process sensitive data. But what if they're silently manipulated to steal information, approve fraudulent transactions, or spread misinformation? Over 62% of companies using AI agents have already experienced security breaches linked to their AI systems. Cybercriminals are exploiting vulnerabilities in AI to extract confidential data without triggering any alarm. A powerful tool, or the perfect Trojan horse. AI agents are designed to handle tasks autonomously, sorting emails, processing transactions, answering customer queries, and even making decisions based on vast amounts of data. Businesses are integrating them at record speed, expecting improved efficiency and cost savings. The problem? These AI agents need access to vast amounts of sensitive information to function properly. They operate without human intervention, meaning if something goes wrong, whether through a coding flaw or a cyber attack, it could go unnoticed for months. Amazon, Google, and Microsoft have all invested heavily in AI-driven automation. In 2024 alone, 90% of Fortune 500 companies integrated AI-powered agents into their workflows. But while adoption is skyrocketing, security policies are struggling to keep up. As mentioned earlier, according to a 2025 cybersecurity report by IBM, over 62% of companies using AI agents have experienced security breaches directly linked to their AI systems. One of the biggest concerns? AI agents don't question commands, they execute them. Unlike human employees, they don't have intuition, ethical judgment, or the ability to flag suspicious activity. This makes them the perfect target for cybercriminals. The Hacker's Playbook.
Hackers versus tech companies and cybersecurity experts. It's an old rivalry that's found a new challenge: jailbreaking AI chatbots. And Microsoft's Skeleton Key is just the latest technique to expose vulnerabilities in almost every major AI model. From Meta to Google, OpenAI, and even Anthropic.
AI agents rely on training data, user inputs, and automation workflows to function efficiently. However, hackers have found multiple ways to exploit these systems, making them vulnerable to silent takeovers. One of the most concerning methods is data poisoning attacks, where attackers inject manipulated data into an AI's training set, altering its decision-making process. This has already been observed in the finance sector, where fraud detection AIs were tricked into approving illegal transactions by processing corrupted data sets. Another major threat is prompt injection attacks, which involve feeding AI hidden commands that bypass security restrictions. In a 2024 security test conducted by OpenAI, researchers demonstrated how a simple text prompt could manipulate an AI-powered chatbot into revealing sensitive customer data, information it was never intended to share. These attacks are particularly dangerous because they exploit the AI's natural language processing capabilities rather than breaching security defenses directly. Then there's social engineering on AI, where cybercriminals manipulate AI agents into trusting malicious requests. Unlike human employees who might recognize suspicious requests, AI agents lack intuition and follow program logic blindly. In one recent case, a security researcher showed how an AI assistant was tricked into sending confidential company reports, simply because the request was phrased informally and mimicked an executive's communication style. The most alarming aspect of these attacks is that they are nearly impossible to detect. Unlike traditional hacking methods, AI agent hijacking doesn't trigger malware alerts or unauthorized access logs. Instead, the AI continues to operate exactly as it was designed to, just with a hidden agenda dictated by an attacker. The invisible hack. Traditional cyber attacks rely on weak passwords, phishing, or malware. AI agent attacks, however, don't need to break in. They use the system's own permissions against itself. Once compromised, an AI agent can scan and extract confidential data, alter reports and transactions without detection, or manipulate customer interactions unnoticed. In 2024, a Fortune 500 company unknowingly used a compromised AI chatbot for 6 months, leaking thousands of customer records before a routine audit flagged unusual behavior. No alarms were triggered. Chris Betts, CISO of AWS, warns, an agent will find through search anything that supports its mission. If you overshare, you're handing hackers the keys to your system. Even OpenAI's 2024 security review found that AI models can memorize and leak sensitive data without ever being traditionally hacked. Businesses are only now realizing the scale of this threat. AI security isn't keeping up, leaving blind spots that hackers are already exploiting. Security experts are sounding the alarm. The cybersecurity industry is raising alarms, but the question remains, are businesses paying attention? Chris Betts, Chief Information Security Officer, CISO of AWS, warns that oversharing data with AI agents is one of the biggest risks today. In a recent interview, he explained, an agent will find through search anything that will support its mission. If you overshare documents, you're at risk. This means that if an AI agent has access to everything in a company's database, a hacker doesn't even need to break in. They just need to manipulate the agent into handing over the information. Nicole Karinian, VP of Strategic Cyber AI at Darktrace, points out that multi-agent AI systems introduce an entirely new attack surface that most security teams haven't even begun to address. She states, multi-agent systems open new attack vectors, and if they aren't secured properly, the impacts could be catastrophic. Jason Clinton, CISO of Anthropic, believes AI agents should be tracked and monitored just like human employees. He emphasizes that companies already have security systems in place for human workers, specific logins, restricted access to sensitive data, and audit trails. Yet when it comes to AI, many enterprises grant full access without tracking how the agent is using that data. Despite these warnings, security policies remain several steps behind AI development. Most companies are rushing to integrate AI into their workflows, but without the safeguards necessary to prevent an invisible hijack. The ultimate cyber espionage tool? AI agents weren't designed as cyber weapons, but in the wrong hands, they become powerful tools for digital espionage, financial fraud, and large-scale disinformation. Unlike traditional hacking, which requires breaking into systems, AI-driven attacks can extract, manipulate, and spread information autonomously, making them nearly undetectable. One major concern is AI-powered corporate espionage. Hackers have always targeted companies for trade secrets, financial data, and intellectual property, but AI agents now make this process faster and harder to detect. A compromised AI system inside a Fortune 500 company wouldn't need to steal files outright. It could slowly scan through thousands of reports, extract key insights, and send them to an outside server. No human employee would notice and no firewall would flag it. Then there's AI-driven fraud, an emerging variant of traditional financial cybercrime. In January 2024, criminals used deepfake AI to impersonate Arab's chief financial officer and other employees during a video conference, tricking a finance employee in Hong Kong into transferring $25 million USD, HK $200 million, to fraudulent accounts. This case highlights how AI-generated deepfakes can bypass human verification, making scams more convincing and harder to detect. AI isn't just being used for theft, it's also being weaponized to spread misinformation. Standard cybersecurity audits focus on human behavior, not AI activity. That's why experts recommend AI activity audits. Tools like Pega's Agent X track AI workflows in real time, helping detect unusual behavior immediately instead of discovering breaches months later. Finally, AI must be monitored like a human insider threat. These systems handle sensitive data yet face little oversight. Just as executives with high-level access are tracked, AI agents should be closely monitored. By securing AI identities, restricting access, and implementing real-time monitoring, businesses can prevent AI from becoming a cybersecurity nightmare. The future of AI security. AI is being integrated into every major industry at an unprecedented rate, but security measures are struggling to keep pace. Governments and cybersecurity firms are racing to establish AI-specific security frameworks. But there's a fundamental problem. AI doesn't follow traditional hacking rules and is being weaponized in ways that existing cybersecurity protocols can't fully address. In 2024, the U.S. Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency, CISA, issued warnings about AI-powered cyber threats, emphasizing that attackers are increasingly using AI to automate and enhance their attacks. Security experts have already observed a surge in AI-powered phishing scams, deepfake fraud, and autonomous hacking techniques that make cyber threats harder to detect and mitigate. Meanwhile, in China, reports suggest that officials are exploring AI-powered cybersecurity defenses capable of using autonomous AI agents to detect and neutralize other AI-based cyber threats. Although no leaked 2025 government document explicitly confirms this, China's ongoing investment in AI-driven security infrastructure aligns with these developments. The problem is clear. Hackers aren't waiting for regulations to catch up. The biggest question now isn't if AI agents will be targeted, but how much damage will be done before businesses and security agencies fully grasp the scale of the risk. Because at the rate things are going, AI could become the ultimate cyber weapon before we even have a chance to stop it.